Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone and everything in between. It may be 2 weeks late, but we feel like indulging our sentiments towards the wonderful makeshift holiday known as Black Friday. I'm Alex.
And I'm Pete.
And he's Pete, I'm Alex, and yeah. Well, before we do that, how are we today? We're making our way, walking fast.
No, I haven't. I haven't moved from my. Actually, no. I actually did go. I went on a nice little walk this morning, actually, because I was like, damn, I haven't embraced nature that much lately. So I woke up at the crack of dawn, literally before the sunrise. I think at 5 a.m. Totally naturally. Also, I went to sleep at maybe 11:30 and woke up at 5. I was really surprised by it, and then I was like, you know what? I just need to go on a walk, man. So I just got up, put a jacket on, and walked straight out the apartment building.
One of your signature spirit walks.
Spirit dopamine walks.
Yeah, you walk outside and the world opens up. You notice those trees that you always.
It's called meditative exercise, Alex.
Meditative exercise. All right, Yogi Bear.
Pete, that's what they call me. Yeah, Yogi. So anyways, I went on that walk, came back, did some groceries, and now we're here on this beautiful Sunday morning.
You gonna make some nice dinner, Pete?
Probably.
Or is it gonna be that trash you fed me 2 years ago?
That's cold, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm only kidding. I've never had Pete's cooking before. I'm sure it's delicious.
I'll have you know that I'm actually not a bad cook.
I believe.
I'm just saying testimonials of my friends and people that have had my cooking.
All right.
I'm not a bad cook.
I want to get into cooking too. I feel it's a pretty good skill to have.
It is so. It's a stress reliever for me, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like it's just fun, and you get to eat the rewards. It's just like it's a win-win-win.
And if it tastes like shit, well, then at least you have to do something different. So next time it doesn't taste like shit.
That's true, but Pete, there is the golden rule: if it's free, it tastes good.
Yeah, if you're hungry, everything on this planet tastes good. Except for a select few things I can think off the top of my head. No need to say them, though.
What, Greek yogurt?
Jeez, bro. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Let's not go there.
I'm really digging into it, but Greek yogurt is delicious.
Let's not go there, bro.
It's delicious. If you haven't had Greek yogurt, you should try it sometime. It's pretty good.
Anyways, so, yeah, like you said earlier, 2 weeks late, but I do want to talk about it because you mentioned it to me, and I was like, this is interesting. Like, why? Well, actually, do you know why Black Friday exists? Because I genuinely don't.
I couldn't tell you why it exists. All I know is prices go down, and so do my bank accounts.
Okay, well, I'm gonna look it up. Okay, so interesting.
When did Black Friday exist?
Oh, History.com's providing it. This belongs to History.com and not to the Stay Positive podcast. Anyway, so in the 1950s, police in the city of Philadelphia used the term to describe the chaos that ensued on the day after Thanksgiving, when hordes of suburban shoppers and tourists flooded into the city in advance of the big Army-Navy football game.
So the origin isn't even related to shopping. It's related to like a military football game that everyone wanted to see.
Yeah, but I suppose there was a lot of consumerism generated by just the sheer
populace.
Number of people. Yeah. So as a result, they're like, because there were so many people around the game, so they're like, okay, let's go shopping. Let's go buy some clothes, or I don't know. What did they buy in the 1950s? Like,
probably the same stuff we buy now, but worse.
Well, yeah, I suppose. But
unless it's made in America,
what? That's
then
crazy.
It's high quality.
What?
Unless it was made in America, then it's high quality.
Unless it's made in America. Damn, this is interesting.
All right. So big companies saw that one time, on one occasion, people went buying on a specific day, and they were like, "Hey, let's make this an annual thing.
Damn, yo. But yeah,
It
it's
worked.
basically. I didn't know that the Army Navy football game was always the day after Thanksgiving.
I knew there was always a football game after Thanksgiving. I didn't know who it was. Army,
Really?
Navy. What about the Air Force?
Slept on. I mean, no, I say that in a
Most
both
respectful way
comical,
possible.
yeah, comical and respectful way. I mean, I feel like Air Force gets not as much attention as Army and Navy, which is unfortunate because it's like
They're still
they're not
soldiers.
they're not unimportant exactly. They're soldiers, right? Or they're going to be soldiers, but anyway, that's not what we're concerned with. So I'm really interested why so many people just decided to go shopping as a result of a football game.
I think it was less to do with wanted to go shopping and more to do with a bunch of people showed up at a certain location and people usually shop. So it was just like a coincidence. And the
Damn.
companies then just decide to make it into a holiday, I guess.
Make it a holiday. Yeah, dude, it's the biggest day of
Commerce.
shopping. And yeah, I'd say commerce, consumerism in the US. I mean, for anyone international that doesn't know what Black Friday is, it's basically like the one day that you can find the most deals. I guess everything is like priced lower than usual, and the whole point is just for people to shop and buy stuff and just material item possession. So
It's true. Does
one
Black
day a
Friday
year.
really not exist in every other country? Is it
I have
just
I don't think so. I mean, why would it?
They-
It's
they could adopt it like all the great things America has made
yeah, like cheeseburgers and freedom.
and democracy, yeah.
Does Black Friday exist in other countries? Well, this is interesting. Actually, France and Germany, they've adopted a quote unquote Black Friday within the last 4 to 5 years.
Oh, like recently?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, huh. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh my God, so many countries observe the quote unquote Black Friday. I don't know if they do it on the same day, but they have their own version, I suppose, on their own day, their own arbitrary day.
Just a random Friday.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
literally it. I mean, I don't know, but the significance in the US is the fact that it's the day after Thanksgiving, and it always will be, always was. But yeah, can you imagine just having hordes of people going to stores all over the world on the same day? I don't think that would be possible.
Why not? It could be possible. It's just odd, to put it.
How crazy. That would be the most like if you could see that from a bird's eye perspective. Like imagine if you're just a little Martian just watching over us and you can use your little binoculars and look at people on one day a year where you just see hordes and clusters of human beings walking into stores to buy stuff all over the world. Could you imagine what we look like to an outsider?
Yeah. The aliens
Think
would be
about that for a
scared.
second.
They'd be scared. They would think we know we know they exist. We know they're watching and we're preparing arms to get ready for the invasion.
I don't know about that one, man. That one seems a little sus. But I mean, yeah, we would look pretty freaking interesting. That's for damn sure.
They're probably
But-
like studying us. It's like one day a year, everyone leaves their houses and they go and get stuff, and nobody knows why. From an alien's perspective,
Beats me, dude. I was never my family in general was never a big Black Friday fan. Like, if anything, my mom and dad were always like, "Don't waste your money on some bullshit." I'm
It's
just
true.
like, okay. I never ever in my life went Black Friday shopping. Actually, like not once. I was always like, huh.
Cyber Monday, on the other hand,
Cyber Monday. I actually did buy some stuff on Cyber Monday, but not because it was Cyber Monday. but
just-
rather because I needed to buy stuff, and it just so happened that some of it was priced lower, and I was like, "Wait, today's Cyber Monday.
We'll take it.
Dope.
We take those.
I'll take it." Yeah, we take wins every now and then, but my roommate woke up at the crack of dawn to go online for GameStop to go try to get the PS5.
Amateur mistake. He should have gone there 3 days earlier and sleep outside the door.
When I tell you that he gets online and the line is around the block, a full block, city block.
Yeah.
GameStop is in the city here, and he's online. He makes it maybe 30 or 40 people down the line, and this is at 4 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. when the store opens at 7 or 8.
No, it's like probably 9 or 10.
No. Well, the crazy thing is they said it was supposed to open at 6, but they ended opening at 7 or 8. So yeah, he got screwed because the kicker is they only sold 2 PS5s and 3 Xboxes. Those new Xbox. What is it? Xbox One?
Xbox Series X, the stupidest name for a gaming console.
Okay. Whatever.
No, Pete. Here's a brief history lesson. So the Xbox, there are four Xbox consoles. There was the original Xbox called Xbox, then the Xbox 360, and then the third one was called the Xbox One, and then the fourth one is called the Xbox Series X. So,
damn.
Naming is not their forte.
I mean, hey, blame Satya. Blame Mr.
Who?
Nadella. Satya Nadella. He's the CEO of Microsoft.
Isn't Bill Gates the CEO of Microsoft?
Alex, where have you been for the last 10 years, bro?
Bill Gates is
He's
Microsoft.
not. He founded Microsoft, built it to the global conglomerate it is today, but he's not the CEO anymore.
Okay. So he was.
He was for a very long time.
When did he not be that anymore?
Well, let me see. I believe it was early 2010s.
Oh, shoot, I'm late. What does...
2000. Actually, wow, no. Very, very late. 2000. I'm even wrong.
Oh, 2000?
Yeah.
20 years ago, he stopped being the CEO?
Yeah, Steve Ballmer took over, and then Satya Nadella took over 2014.
What kind of name is Satya?
What do you mean, dude? The guy's not American.
No, but like, what kind? Is it?
I think he's either Indian or Pakistani.
Actually,
Yeah, he's Indian. Went to school in India, then came to the University of Wisconsin in Milwaukee to do his Master's of Science, and then went to Chicago to do an MBA.
All right.
Dude's a smart guy. He's a very smart guy.
He's pretty okay. I'd give him a 9 out of 10.
You don't even know anything about him. I just literally... But okay, so yeah, my friend waits online for 4 hours, 5 hours maybe, and then they tell him, yeah, we're only selling 2 PS5s today.
And we already sold them.
Exactly. And the worst part was that
raining.
one person goes there, gets there maybe around 20-30 minutes before the store opens, and that person cuts the whole line. There's like a line of at least 100 people right now on this GameStop line. Cuts the whole line and gets one of those PS5s.
How would you know that?
Because that's what he told me.
It was probably pre-order. That's probably.
It was probably a pre-order. That's exactly why. But can you imagine what all the
frustration.
People must have been thinking?
You woke up at like 5 in the morning, and this guy shows up at like 10 o'clock, and he just strolls up and picks up the one of 2 copies of the thing you wanted.
Yeah. No, my roommate didn't sleep the night before, because the night before was Thanksgiving. We had Thanksgiving together, and he couldn't go to sleep right away because we had eaten so much. So he's like, I'm just gonna stay up through the night. So he just didn't go to sleep. He's dedicating so much energy to Black Friday. I was just like, dude, is this healthy? Is this emotional state of yours where you need to be right now?
No,
And he's like, yeah,
but
bro.
who cares?
He's like, yeah, bro. He's like, yeah, bro. Don't worry. I'm going to get this PS5. The funniest part, I think, as well, is he tried to get it when it dropped originally. I think on the first or second day, whatever. When it would literally sell out every time you'd refresh the page on a Best Buy or Sony website, whatever.
It's a PlayStation 5, Pete. It's pretty valuable.
I mean, yeah, the day that it dropped, it was sold on back order for $900.
From scalpers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know. There's a professional like group in England, like with like 100 like members, and they're professional scalpers with their own website.
Jeez, man.
And they bought like 1,500 PS5s.
You see now, why? Actually, no, it would be horrible marketing tactic to have such a thing like a console like the PS5 drop on Black Friday, right? Because then you're going to see real chaos.
No, people will die.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You will literally see anarchy at its finest. Could you imagine? Holy shit.
My philosophy is never to buy a game console when it first releases, because even if you get it, there's not really many games to play on it, so it's not even worth it at the time.
Yeah, that's the thing also. I just don't understand why so many people are obsessing over it. I mean, I've never been into it, but yeah, it's exactly what you said. I mean, there's literally nothing you can play on it right now.
No, there is. There's like 2 games that are really good.
2?
Yeah.
2 games, Alex. Can you just repeat it so you could hear it yourself?
Yeah, no. I didn't buy it, but
I'm just saying, dude.
It's not 0. If it was 0 and people were buying it, I'd look at them with more of a question mark than I already do. Because, like, the 2 games are a really well-made remake. You probably don't know it, but it's a game called Demon Souls, and it's really good, and I played it, the original, and it's a really good game. And then I'm not sure if it released, but there's a Spider-Man game, which is also really good.
Spider-Man. Damn.
So, yeah, there's probably... I'm trying to think. Is there any other noteworthy games that came out with it? If there are, the game streamers aren't playing them. That's for sure.
That's what I like to call a very tough look. The first few games for the PS5 come out and no one's playing them.
No. They are the 2 that I mentioned. They're playing. I just don't know if there are any others that exist.
That's what I'm saying. If there are any others and they're not being played,
sucks to suck.
Good luck. But yeah. So the most not famous, the most popular items to sell on Black Friday have always been electronics, as long as I've been alive and you've been alive, I assume.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's objectively true, because everybody loves electronics.
That's true, but a lot of people buy like clothes and jewelry on Black Friday too.
I know, but the thing is, all of that stuff is relatively inexpensive. I mean, some jewelers, they're not very cheap, but like on average, you remember you would see like at your local PC Richard and Son and whatever, you would go and see crazy Black Friday deals. They would have a big yellow and red sign saying Black Friday, 50% off, whole store wide, whatever. And dude, yeah, that's crazy. I actually remember all this stuff just from like either walking by or driving by, but never going inside. And then I remembered if I ever had the just auspicious moment or chance to walk inside, maybe 1 or 2 days after, the whole store would be empty. Literally is nothing. I remember actually like a couple of years ago, I was in a I think it was a Radio Shack or PC Richard, back when Radio Shack was a thing. You remember that too?
Radio Shack? That's nostalgic. I miss Radio Shack.
Yeah, I walked in, I think the day after, and it was a ghost town, dude. Like, even freaking washing machines. I was like, what? How are you selling out of washing machines, man?
I mean, if you're saving $100, you'd be stupid not to buy it, even if you own one already.
Yeah, man. No TVs, no radios, iPods, phones, all the shit in the world. Headphones. Literally
Yeah.
everything sold out. Speakers. Damn. I wonder
What I don't
how.
understand
Yeah.
in our day and age is you can buy most of this stuff online and either have it shipped to your house or you could go to the store and pick it up. Because I did that. I bought something and I
Ooh.
was I stupid? Yeah, I think I was dumb enough to go to Best Buy on Black Friday, and the line for pickup was like an hour long. Like for
Bro.
pickup, not even buying, just to pick stuff up. And I think it was Black Friday, and I mean I got a good deal, but
Look, man, the way I've always looked at it, I mean, first off, if you're going to Black Friday, if you're going to a store like Best Buy, which has all electronics and all the stuff, and waiting for an hour online, you just don't value your life and you don't value the time you have on this planet because, like, there are so many better ways you could have gotten that thing, but you chose to go wait an hour online. Let's just say that as an objective truth.
okay, Pete, calm down. Don't look at me and tell me you haven't wasted an hour of your life at some point in your 21 years of existence.
I totally have, but that was a young and dumb me, and most definitely broke.
I mean, yeah, people are like waiting online, but actually, yeah, I have a thought. Do you think stores will ever be obsolete?
Oh, dude, that's an awesome question. The whole pandemic changed the way that stuff works.
It was already changing. This only made things worse.
Yeah, I don't want to say worse. I would
I say
more
worse because small businesses are dying.
Well, yeah, but I mean, when you talk about big shopping centers and stuff, it really just catalyzed e-commerce, the pandemic, I'm saying.
Yeah,
But
but if Amazon gets their way, won't that be a monopoly? Won't they essentially control the world? If they have control, if there are no more stores and you are not like able to go out and buy something physically and you're at their mercy of ordering it on their website, don't they control you now? Because they could tell you no, and then
the
what?
short answer is absolutely. Like, bro, you have no idea how far-reaching Amazon truly is. I mean, just one way to think about it is the valuation of the goddamn company, man.
What about it?
It's enormous.
I mean, it deserves it.
Yeah, but I mean, Apple has been around for a very, very long time. Apple's been around for almost 50 years. Even more
Yeah,
than
but
50
the
years, I'd
iPhone
wager.
only came out in 2006.
Right, and I mean, it's just the fact that they've been able to develop a cult-like following with their products because their whole mission is to make the best product for the consumer, right? But Amazon is a little different. They want to essentially just enrich the consumer's life. And
That's one way to put it.
well, that is in a way what they're doing because they're trying to make the shopping experience better, easier, faster, whatever, and as convenient as possible. And I mean, you've heard of AWS, correct?
That's the database servers. No?
The cloud computing, yeah, they're
Yeah.
cloud computing services. And
Which
most of their
you
money
said you
comes from
told
that.
me that's where they make their most money from
Yeah,
that.
that's all their margins come from AWS. So the whole point is this company, dude, and I mean, first of all, let's not even talk about all the other things that they dipped their toes in. Like they bought Whole Foods a few years ago, for instance. They have competition within every market that you could possibly think of, like media, music,
Is nothing
healthcare.
sacred
They've
anymore,
started.
Pete? Is nothing sacred anymore?
I don't think so, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like all these big companies, they've really tried to
Own everything.
we'll say yeah, I wouldn't say own everything, but they've really tried to kind of own everything.
Or not own, but be a part of every industry, expand to
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, that is really what it is. And I mean, all those big tech hearings with the monopolies, and I mean, you heard about the four what's it called?
Giants.
Yeah,
Tech
the
giants.
four big tech giants. Have you heard the term FANG companies before?
What?
FANG. So Facebook, Apple, uh
Nvidia.
Netflix, Google, and oh yeah, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google. It's
Okay.
like the big five of tech companies.
Okay.
Except like there are four outliers. Whereas Netflix, I guess they either do stuff clean or they're just not as big, or I don't know. I feel like Netflix is a huge company. But anyways, those companies, they were shipped off to DC virtually. They had a bunch of
The
hearings, and they've
court
all had
hearing.
their own, yeah, they've had their own individual hearings in front of senators and whatnot, or congressmen and congresswomen. I don't know, but all I know is that these companies focus on trying to make the quote unquote shopping experience, or just human, I guess you could say human experience, as low cost and low effort as possible. And because of that, they go into so many different avenues. It's crazy.
I mean, at least they fail a lot of the time, so that's good.
No, that is honestly the best way to keep them at bay, is to make sure that they fail. Because like if they have too many successes, I would assume that that's probably leading to monopoly. I mean, a lot of people can say that they're monopolies right now, but truth be told, like Google, for instance, they do so much R&D and they fail so much. It's so many initiatives and projects. That's like the only reason that they're probably on good terms. I don't even want to say on good terms, but on like whatever terms.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, but I do know video games a little bit. And Amazon, I already told you, but Amazon and Google were trying to like make a stab at the video game market, and both of them failed miserably. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm getting the fireworks, I'm getting the champagne. I'm just like, yes, yes, this is it. Stay away from this is don't touch this, please. Just leave it alone.
I'm going to go on a limb as well right now and just throw out a complete conspiracy theory, but it's also like, you never know. It could be legit, but it's probably not. I don't know. It's just me extrapolating. But I feel like the reason that a lot of these companies, they're able to even stay afloat despite all these monopoly allegations and charges against them and whatnot, is because they try to funnel a lot of R&D, especially a company like Google and Facebook, into better, more, what's it called, unbiased media and unbiased
That's a
news,
lie.
stuff like that. No, the companies legitimately do that.
But that's a
Like
lie.
they
They're not
what?
unbiased.
No. They're funding research into creating like a tool that can unbias news and media. So like a little web crawler that could go through articles and detect bias, for
Okay.
instance, to keep news as unfettered and unfiltered
Yeah,
as possible.
find
Because
the
we know
news
that
article
there's
that is unbiased, Pete.
That's my point. So their research was to try to create a tool that can take these articles and make them unbiased.
Which will never happen. And here's the thing, Pete. Let's assume we're in fantasy world where that's possible. Who controls that again? They do.
Well, yeah. So that. You see, it's a beautiful feedback cycle, right? It's like it's the company funds a lot of puts a lot of funding into this type of research because they want to maintain a good relationship with the politicians who want to push their agenda through the media. Then the media is sending its articles to the company, and the company is giving the new unbiased news to the people, and the people select the politicians, and it's just a big, nice little circle of everybody gets to quote unquote believe what they
It's
want, but in
so
reality,
it's
it's
so tragic, like that America.
conspiracy 101,
The
baby.
difference between modern day America and 1960s Soviet Union is just getting smaller and smaller.
Welcome to consumerism.
It's not consumerism per se. It's just like you said, it's the feedback loop of the politicians fund the media. So who gives the people the information? The media. And who funds the
I
media? The
mean,
politicians.
it's a really interesting. I don't know if I can make the same exact claim as you. I'm just really like saying my observation, but it's an interesting thing when you see, despite like assuming you're correct, despite the fact that we have a drastically different society than a communist society from back then, a capitalist society that is, that it still tends toward the same, like it asymptotically, to use some math terms for you, tends toward the same destination,
Yeah, but this is
right?
only
It's weird.
happening because of. Actually, why is this happening?
Maybe it's an inherent thing to human nature, man. Or maybe it's just the only way it could happen because of the way that we are built to progress.
No, but there's a difference. In communism, the policy was everyone is being treated the same. So it's not, where we're going is not per se the same in the sense that the way the people are treated. It's more so the way the politicians are, where once the politicians get power, they stay there and they never leave. That's kind of where I think it's going. Because if the media controls everything, like who is it? Dorsey? What's his name? Charles Dorsey?
Jack Dorsey. Jack
Jack
Dorsey
Dorsey?
for Twitter.
He literally went to court and they asked him, hey, do you think social media has any influence on people during the election? And he said no. That's a lie. That's just a lie and a
Dude.
half. That's a lie and 3/4. That's just not a true statement in any way you look
That
at
is a
it.
lie in 3/4.
It's just not true because, like, just like from a logical standpoint, it's like you have a platform where people can promote stuff. So they can promote who you want to support. You can promote who you want to support. You can literally ban people you don't like because it's in your rules of terms and services. So you have that power, and he just lied. And I don't think Facebook or those other groups like Google went to court for something similar, but I guarantee to some degree they follow the same suit, that they can influence it when they feel like it.
I mean, yeah, those companies definitely can influence it. I also like to think that a person like Jack Dorsey in his position, to avoid his company going to complete shit, it's not really a lie, but he has to maintain this completely quote unquote unbiased view
No,
of
I
it.
get it. I get it. Like, because it's a company after all. Like, if I was the owner of a company, I can't just go to court and be like, yeah, my company is garbage and it sucks. And yeah, we are
Or or
scumbags.
or my
Like, of
company
course you
my
can't do
company is
that.
the reason that I'm affecting all these
Yeah,
elections.
you
You
can't
know?
really say that unless you want to clear your conscience and go to jail for it. But most people don't really follow that route. Can't imagine why.
No, I actually have one question. Maybe I don't know if you want to end on it or we can keep it going from that, but it's related to the consumerism, Black Friday shopping hordes and shit.
Okay.
So, you know how back then we had those quote unquote robber barons and those monopolists and people that were just, I mean, you could say they were taking advantage of the common American back in the
In the
20s and
Industrial
30s.
Revolution, yes.
Yes, exactly. I wonder how. I mean, if you want to like be all spiritual and stuff, I wonder if the soul of John D. Rockefeller or someone like, or Andrew Carnegie lives on in Jeff Bezos or something like that. Do you ever think about stuff like that? Because, like, dude, realistically, that guy is the modern John D. Rockefeller. Like, he is, like, John D. Rockefeller basically took charge of the most important part of American society at the time, which was oil. and Carnegie took advantage of steel and used it to build railroads. I believe. Don't quote me on that.
That
But
sounds about right.
that's literally all we ever needed is means of transportation. And what did we use oil for? Cars back then. So early on. What did we use railroads for? I mean, trains. Obviously enough to get stuff from one place to another, because people are like, "Oh, whoa, trade? This thing is cool. Let me have your spices, or let me have your plants and herbs and cattle and all that stuff."
America would be
So
such
yeah,
a better place if Twitter like went offline for 1 year. Just 1 year.
what does that have to do with
No, I'm
any
just
of
like
this?
thinking about America and it's like where we're heading, and I'm just like, we could stop this right
Ah,
now if we just turn off Twitter for just a little bit. Not even forever. Just
nah.
like stop the madness for just a little bit. Let people sober up from their echo chambers and their safe bubbles, and then things will just like not necessarily go back to normal, but like people will like calm down and get a sense of things rather than just keep screaming into the abyss.
It's so goddamn interesting, like the way that we've progressed so far, but under the same premise of capitalism. It's really the exchange of goods from there has turned into the exchange of ideas and information nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's such an easy concept to really observe and analyze, but when you think about it on a deep, deep, deep level, it's fucking mind-boggling, man.
It sucks that stupidity seems to always be mainstream for some reason.
There you go again with your cynical, like,
Am I
people are
wrong?
stupid.
Tell me I'm wrong, Pete. Look me in the eyes and say I'm wrong.
I'm looking you in the eyes. I'm telling you that you're only partially wrong and only partially right.
I didn't say smart people don't exist. I'm just saying mainstream doesn't like to promote it.
I mean, do we really know what is stupid and what isn't stupid?
Yes, if you can't accept someone else's belief, and if your beliefs, if you have to defend your beliefs in a hot, fiery argument when someone offers you a question, you're stupid.
Why?
Because if you really believe the stuff you believe in, you can discuss it and make your own not claim. You can make your own points about it. If all you can do when someone questions your belief is start screaming and throwing out very mean, nasty words and insults at someone just because they're not even disputing you, they're just questioning, like, why should I believe you? And you start getting defensive about it, I think that's safe to say you're stupid. Like, I have my beliefs, and there have been times where my beliefs were wrong. And you know what happens when my beliefs get proven wrong? I change my beliefs. It's that simple. You know?
I mean, hey man, I wouldn't be so abrasive to say that I would call people stupid, but I would
What would
say
you?
more like
Okay,
they're ignorant a little bit.
close-minded. What word would you like to describe these people as?
Actually, yeah, that's perfect,
Okay.
bro.
Close-mindedness is mainstream. Does that sound better,
Ignorant.
Pete? Does that suit your fancy? Yeah, that's what I thought, Pete. That's what I thought. Stupid rolls off the tongue more. But fine, yes. Okay, to all the people I may or may not have offended by calling you stupid. Wait, actually, no, you shouldn't be stupid. Stop being stupid. The whole point of me saying this is you shouldn't be like this. So if you are, stop. Be better.
That's funny.
Don't
Be better.
don't try and make if you want to make the world a better place, you have to start with yourself first before you start with everyone else.
In the name of positivity, don't be stupid.
I think that's a pretty safe message.
Oh my gosh.
Who's gonna say no, I approve of stupidity? Who's gonna be like, yes, stupidity is important. We need to defend stupidity. Who's gonna say that? Who's gonna say that, Pete? Name one.
It's just so funny the way you're able to say it so nonchalantly. I think.
Well, name a faction who will say I support stupidity. It's not going to be the politicians. It's not going to be the tech giants. It's not going to be social justice. It's not going to be radical left, radical right. No one's going to say I support stupidity. even though a lot of them are going to feign knowledge about the topic, they're going to say no, stupidity is bad. Because if they didn't, then no one would support them. They'd be like, oh my god, this person's literally saying we're okay with stupid people. That's not really a good message now, is it? Would you join an organization that says, I believe in stupidity?
Actually, yes.
You'd believe in it?
No, I wouldn't believe in it. I would infiltrate. I want to see.
You take over.
I would genuinely. I would no, not even take over. I'd just infiltrate and try to see what is going on behind walls right now, behind these closed doors, that that you can so confidently claim this. I'm actually gonna find something and then send it to you eventually. Like I'm gonna find something, like if they have any types of organizations like these, I'm gonna find it and
that
you
are
better
pro
sign up.
stupidity?
Yes.
What kind of idiot would start? Wait, no, that's a stupid question. That's a stupid question.
That's a stupid question, ironically.
What kind of
enough.
idiot would start a stupid organization? Oh, wait.
I can't believe we're talking about this. This is just the most absurd possible
you were talking
conversation.
About, okay, tangents aside, rant aside, PSA aside. You were talking about Rockefeller and Carnegie. What was the point for that?
No, it was my question to you. It was to imagine what if
Oh, their spirits got reincarnated as Jeff Bezos?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like they have.
I mean, there was recently like an African president whose name is Adolf Hitler, who was elected. So, who knows? Maybe.
You're lying. You're lying.
I'm not sure if that was a joke or not, but I did like see it like an article that said Adolf Hitler wins election, and I'm like, wait, that's not Hitler.
No, dude, there's no way. There couldn't be any possible way that's possible.
I mean, it's Africa. Maybe they don't know who Hitler is. Or wait, no. What kind of idiot names their child Adolf Hitler and doesn't know who Adolf Hitler was?
Oh my gosh, bro. We need to fact check this, dude.
Yeah, no. Please look this up so we can. I don't want to stop this episode before saying this is true or false.
Oh my god, wait. A man named Syracuse.com? I don't know if I believe that.
Oh, okay, so it's...
Wait, Namibia? Man named Adolf Hitler wins local election.
Okay, local elections, not the president of the country, but still, he's making his way down that path.
Wait, it says he has no plans for world domination after winning This can't... I want to think that this is an article from The Onion, but look, all respect to this guy for being able to win things. I mean,
with a name like Adolf Hitler,
with a name that has such a horrible reputation for being a horrible person. But holy shit.
Give him credit. He didn't change his name or anything. He's like, nah, I'm good with this.
Oh my god.
And he won anyway.
Oh man.
How many people voted for him just for the joke? Like, look, Adolf Hitler won the election.
I feel like that's even worse, bro.
I
feel
mean,
like that's an even worse.
What is
thing.
it? Namibia?
Namibia.
Okay, I can't pronounce it. I need to see it written.
Just look it up on your own time. You will be thoroughly shocked. There's a BBC article about it.
Oh, it's BBC, so it's relatively true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
Okay, so he didn't win the presidency of an African country, but he did win a local election, Mr. Modern day Adolf Hitler. Namibian Adolf Hitler won a local election.
Namibian, yeah. Hey man, kudos to that dude.
Yeah, congratulations. Good job on winning the election. At least he's like kind of in on like the ridiculousness. He's like, I'm not going for world domination. At least he clarified that that's not one of his agendas.
Oh, yeah, that's literally that's hilarious. But hey,
so,
man,
is spiritual reincarnation possible? Who knows? Maybe.
As long as you stay positive, I suppose it is.
As long as you stay positive, you will live forever.
Just like John D. Rockefeller lives through Jeff Bezos. And, well, we just talked about the other.
The other one. We don't need to repeat his name, but you know who it is. And with positivity, you, I, and every man, woman, child, and everyone and everything in between. We will live forever. Stay positive, folks.
Yep.